I am your host, Shayna Melissa Stockman. I've been a registered nurse now for over 30 years, a nationally board certified nurse practitioner, a #1 international best-selling author, and the world wellness expert. You guys are watching on the Shayna Show. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button now, click the share button. We have an amazing special guest. I'm going to tell you all about her in just a quick second. But today we're going to talk about a very special topic that's near and dear to my heart. In our crazy busy lifestyles, we often put our own needs and health and happiness last. And it's time that we need to reprioritize ourselves and our own health and happiness before our jobs. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you a very, very special guest. She is a licensed massage therapist now for over 25 years, a certified personal trainer, Miss Rachel Dorfman. She's experienced for over 25 years. She is the founder and owner of Massage Fitness Works and more. And you can go to her website, Massage Fitness Works and more. We share so many commonalities. I would love for her to interject with her pro tips and expertise about massage, self-care, how to squeeze it in our busy lifestyles. She has a lot of commonalities with myself. We both are experienced over 25 years. We both use a holistic approach. Although we both treat rock stars, musicians, and celebrities, we treat everybody like they're a rock star. We both are carnivores and we both like getting our exercise from the great outdoors, such as biking, boating, beaching, but she also likes snowboarding that I have only tried once. Without further ado, I would like to give a very warm welcome to Miss Rachel Dorfman. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Shayna?
Awesome. Thank you for being here. I know you probably just got done doing a whole bunch of massages, so we thank you for sharing some pro tips, taking the time out. Can you enlighten us on a little more about the importance of self-care or massage? Why massage for you?
That's a good question. So I've been in massage for a very long time now. I think since 1994, 95. When I was younger, very little, my family would always say, give me a neck rub, give me a back rub. And I was always good at it, and they paid me too. And from that point on, I really did enjoy giving massages, but that wasn't my career. I was a corporate opener for a restaurant company. I worked on a cruise ship, many jobs. And then eventually when I came back from the cruise line, it was something where it was like, okay, what do you want to do now? So I was introduced to the school in Syosset, which I'm actually a professor at still, the College of Health Professions. And I just found a passion for it. I fell in love with the whole holistic approach. And here we are many years later doing massage and being a natural healer. And I feel like I'm the massage whisperer. Like, I love my job.
See, that's awesome that you followed your passion, as did I. And I was also a professor for nursing.
Very nice.
All the colleges on there. So we have so many commonalities together. And that's cool that like you really followed your passion. Like that was like your childhood, like, oh my God, I love doing this. And I see that. And I see you do have a beautiful center. For those that don't know, she has a beautiful wellness center right here on Long Island, New York, in Ronkonkoma, correct? And we'll share your website. What's your website again?
MassageFitnessWorksandMore.com.
There you go. And can you share with us now? I know, for instance, I was often putting my own healthcare needs last. And I think self-care is so important. As a healthcare provider for so many years, I was always telling people, the healthcare providers, the caregivers of the patients,
right,
put on your own oxygen mask first. But as a healthcare provider myself, often we don't do that. And we didn't do that. And we prioritize so many other people in front of us. Like, I was guilty of that. I think in the start of this pandemic, I was running an ER. I was the only primary provider there, no
Right.
other NPPA doctor. And I had like half the staff, double the clients. I was in heart failure and still putting my JOB first. So
Yeah.
I was guilty of that myself. And I was like, whoa, stop. You know what? You can always get another job. You can't get another help.
That's
And
right.
sometimes,
You have to live your life to the best. I mean, one of the biggest things for me is the independence of being a massage therapist was, I've done a lot of traveling. Me and my son, I traveled with my family, I travel with my boyfriend, and everyone knows Rachel goes snowboarding in the winter. I just booked Switzerland, so I'm really excited about that. And everyone knows that I head to Florida in April, and that's just my lifestyle. It's really important to take time out for yourself.
yeah. Yes, and I was guilty of, sorry, I was changing the view. I was guilty of not doing that. And I know they say you can't pour from an empty cup. And I remember a situation where I was little, I saved my entire life savings and I treated all the neighborhood to ice cream. And then I didn't have enough coins for my own ice cream.
Oh my
So
God.
we can't pour from an empty cup. And I think it's important that we realize
Right.
this. We have to take care of ourselves. And it's also like our cell phones, when the batteries are low, they don't work so good. And like when we're exhausted, I don't know, sometimes if you're so exhausted, you're trying to still go, and it's taking you triple as long to do the same thing, right? So sometimes it's better to
Yeah.
just go to sleep, wake up,
Well,
revived.
yeah, sleep is, I mean, talk about self-care. Sleep is the number one thing that people need to do because your body repairs at night while you're sleeping. So it's okay to sleep till 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe on a day that you don't have anything to do. So, that I enjoy a little bit of sleep as well.
Yeah, we need to, and also it helps us shut off our brain.
Of course.
It kind of decompresses us and stuff. And also talk about saying no, because I was not good at this one at all.
Right. So, I think when you think about self-care, there's a couple of things that you should think about and follow. Put it on the calendar. It's okay. Schedule it. Do something physical. Get out there. Connect with nature. Change the way you think. It's not being selfish because you want to disconnect. It's okay. Meditate, eat healthy, and be mindful to others, and also say no. It's all right to be like, no, I don't want to go today, or no, I don't want to do that. It's an important thing. I know that you had an experience with Matthew
Yes.
McConaughey about the say no, right?
Yeah,
And,
that was a few days ago. And yeah,
right.
I was lousy. I was good at a lot of things. I was lousy at saying no. I was trying to practice in the mirror, and it's uncomfortable. We have to get more uncomfortable to get more comfortable. And a few days ago, I was actually on a live Zoom with Matthew McConaughey. And people might think, he's a little out there, because he is. But you know what? The outside of the box thinkers get the outside of the box results. Who wants normal results? So he was
Right.
saying a story on this live Zoom that when he was reinventing himself, because he was stereotyped in a certain role, he kept saying no and was offered more and better. And he kept saying no. And his brother was like, what are you, crazy? You turned down like how many millions? And he's like, no, it's not right. But if you keep saying no, then you have time for the right thing. And lately I've been saying no to a lot, including doing a retreat in Hawaii, because
I
yes,
love Hawaii, by the way. It's
yes,
beautiful there.
I love it. No, it just wasn't the right time, the right thing
Right.
for me. I'm still open to doing wellness retreats and talks out of the state, but it wasn't the right thing for me. And when I say no, that gives me more time to have for the
Oh,
yes.
I got your drink. I'm having a little
Oh,
sip right
I got
here.
one too. Cheers.
Mhm.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom.
Cheers.
Healthy energy.
Check out Shayna's products. It's delicious.
I love them. They give me the healthy energy drinks. They don't have artificial colors, sweeteners, preservatives, no GMOs. We need B vitamins for our nervous system, especially methylated B vitamins, because a lot of people, they can't break down the B vitamins. So the
Right.
methylated ones, they can. So it's important to get, so sorry, we're a little off topic, but I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Methylated B vitamins are very important, because a lot of people don't realize they can't break down the B vitamins. Your insurance usually doesn't pay for that testing. So it's easier to just get the ones you know you can break down.
Right.
So it's also got adaptogens. Adaptogens, for those that don't realize, they're little herbs in tiniest minute amounts. And when you use several herbs together, it creates synergistic results and better effects without side effects or interactions because they're in such tiny minute amounts. So those that want to get our healthy energy drinks, where you get the Shayna energy all day long with no crashes, no highs, no lows. And also, if you haven't noticed, I'm a little bit of an ADD, ADHD kind of person. This helps me that I don't do any of the prescriptions. You know, I found my patients that were on the prescriptions, they build a tolerance and they need more and more often. And higher doses. So I built no tolerance to this. I get great energy, great focus all day long. Okay, so let's refocus now.
Yeah.
So we got to schedule it. That's very important. In nursing, we say if it's not scheduled, not done.
Yeah.
We have a lot of events coming up also, and you and I are going to have future collaborations right here on Long Island. I'm so super excited.
My practice in Ronkonkoma.
Yes, you guys stay tuned for that. I know it's hard to keep up with everything I'm doing all the time. So I would encourage you guys two things. One is click that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, Shayna Melissa. And two is if you're thought you signed up for my newsletters and you haven't been getting them, check your spam folder, unmark it, not spam. If you're not getting them, go to shaynamelissa.com, just like I spelled my name here, SHAYNAMELISSA.com. You're going to get a pop-up. And if you submit your email on there, you're going to get exclusive invites that we all offer on those newsletters, special savings. You're going to be the first to know about things before they're sold out, like our upcoming event that I'm going to get into. And so I'm super excited. And we'll talk more about that at the end, that you and I are going to do a live on Long Island event, because so many people like, when are you live in person?
Yeah,
It's going to be
I have some great patients that, you know, are excited to come to the event, because incorporating massage, a lot of people have a lot of different aches and pains and things like that. And, you know, with massage, just some benefits, obviously, that's why, you know, people want to know, you know, there are many types of massage offered, especially here at my practice. We have acupuncture, we have pain management, and then again, the therapy as well. So let me just backtrack again. So why massage? Well, massage helps with better circulation, and that's really important. More relaxation, especially since the pandemic. People are not relaxed anymore. Everyone is very uptight. So we need to focus on healing our bodies. We increase the energy. It can improve the immune responses in our body, reduce muscle soreness, better sleep. They actually say that a 45-minute massage is almost 2 hours of sleep. So that's fantastic. And then you clear a headspace, mean less brain fog, brighten, refresh skin, lower stress levels. There's so many beautiful benefits. It's not a luxury anymore. It is a medical wellness procedure that, you know, has been on the back burner for many, many years. And really it's become more mainstream, especially at the school that I go to teach at. You know, you see more and more mainstream students coming through and just, well, why did you get into it? Oh, you know, I have a family member with an autoimmune problem, or I have a family member, you know, that was in a car accident, and trauma and all these different things. So massage really is wonderful.
And you also have acupuncture there as well.
I have acupuncture.
And you're going to have me there sometimes too.
Yes, as many different modalities as I can have. You know, I wanted to create this whole wellness practice, but around my healing. And when you walk into my facility, you know, it's not, there's a specialty about it that you feel so welcome. And I always tell everybody, my house is your house, you know, please just be here. For Mother's Day, I handed out flowers to the moms because I just thought that was nice. And I'm going to do a little something for the dads, you know, and anything that I can do to just brighten the place. Fresh flowers in the office, you know, it's beautiful. It's a very exciting time too, you know.
And I love your energy because you actually care
about
your clients, and I see that, and that comes across, and that's awesome. And people don't realize, like, okay, I'm going to look in the comments now and see if we have comments and questions. If you guys have comments, questions, please drop them down below. We're going to try to answer a couple of them. Now, it's like this. Do you guys take your car in for maintenance, right? You get an oil change, you change the air filter, maybe even in the heater in your house, you change the air conditioner, air filter, and you maintain your appliances and you maintain your car. So ladies, when you go for I don't know, to get your nails done or your hair done, that's maintenance. That's not, I'm going to treat myself. Don't think of that as a treat. You maintain your car. You got to maintain your bodies too.
That's what I tell people all the time, because they'll say, well, when should I get a massage? How often? And I tell them, how often would you go get your car checked? I mean, it's your body. Your body. Take care of it. Take care of it with massage. Take care of it with taking time out of your day. If you want to do your hair or your nails, or guys, you want to have a nice hot shave or something like that, go ahead and do it. And if, people say, oh, well, I don't have time or I can't afford it. Trust me, you can afford it and you can take time. And if you don't believe that, message me, because I am the queen of finding out how you can do things for free or at a very low cost. There's always a way. I mean, even getting off topic, but you could go to the zoo on Wednesdays, the Bronx Zoo, for free. And you could go to movies certain days of the week for $2. There is so much out here, especially on Long Island or everywhere, where there are really a lot of resources that you don't have to spend a dime. The concerts in the park or a movie in the park. So again,
yes, people sometimes they say they have no time and no money, but they just have to reallocate where they spend it.
Yes.
You know what? One less meal out a week.
One less Starbucks with lots of sugar.
One less concert, one less hockey game, just one less thing it's redirect. Some people say they have no time to go to the gym, but they watch TV for 4 hours a day. Right. So we just have to redirect. We spend for what we see value in, and we spend time where we see value. And I have to give a very special shout out, because I know you mentioned autoimmune. That very special shout out to one of our viewers, Nurse Dale. I see you watching from another state. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I watched your video. Hi, Nurse Dale.
Yes,
I did.
Oh, you did.
I look at it.
That's awesome. She's a nurse that has her own podcast, and actually, she reached out to me to interview me on her podcast.
I know. Yep.
And then I said, you know what? Yes.
Yeah,
yes, you did your research on me. Yes, I said for Nurses Week a week or two ago, I said, Dale, why don't we spin this around and I will interview you. And that was very cool. And so if it's not scheduled, it's not done. You guys put it in your calendar, figure out where, because it's like, how many of us think we're going to go to the gym if there's ever time and we don't schedule it? But we know if we wrote it in, okay, Wednesday at 2:00, it would get done. So schedule it is very, very good topic.
And what's great, if I could just say, like, in terms of massage, if you're on Long Island, definitely get in touch with me also, because there are certain insurance companies that do cover massage. Some of them right off the bat is night shift. So if you're a teacher on Long Island, if you work for the railroad, if you happen
police officers, right?
I'm sorry?
Police officers too?
It depends.
Some of them have
night shift. I know Nassau County does. I'm not sure about Suffolk County, but the courts, they're automatically. So that's a great, additive to your health insurance, where you're like, oh, wow, I could get massage. I can get. So again, get in touch with me. You can send me an email at massageandfitnessworks@gmail.com, or you can send a direct message on Instagram, Massage Fitness Works and More. However you want to reach out to me, and I can verify your insurance for you.
Yes.
Or like I said,
or as a first step, they can call their insurance first to see, and then contact you to save you a little time, and then you can verify it as well.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different policies that's good. So a lot of times massage might be covered by your medical. So I would encourage everyone to check your specific plan first.
Exactly.
And then if you see it's covered, reach out there. If you see it's not covered and you don't mind paying cash for yourself, no problem. She'll take cash. Cash is king my book.
And my therapists are great. My therapists are fantastic. And with massage, the way I see it is, because you'll hear, oh, there's Swedish massage or there's sports massage. I like to have a one-on-one quick conversation with you, and then I can direct the massage and tailor it to your needs. And your needs may be on Monday one thing, that you want deep tissue. And then on Tuesday or Thursday, the following week, maybe your energy is a little ruffled and you just need something more relaxing. So again, I love to just tailor the massage toward your needs. And we discuss that in a quick consultation chat.
Yes, and they could decide, you know what, say their insurance allows, I don't know, 20 massages a year, then that's 1 to 2 a month. So book, first week and third week of the month or something, and
Right.
like get into a schedule, a regular regime. And I know you have a lot of hours there, and I met your acupuncturist. She's very sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And we have to make time in our busy lives. You know what? If we make time for what we want, right? And we have money for what we want. So sometimes we just have to redirect our time, redirect our spending. Maybe it's 1 less hour of TV a week or something like that, a little less social media time. And I think we have to see the value in it, because it is known as medical service. It's not a luxury when you're doing maintenance on yourself,
Of course.
And I noticed this after being in the medical field and a nurse and an NP for 3 decades, that a lot of times when we're putting our own health and happiness last, our bodies are breaking down. Just like if you don't maintain your car, right? You don't change the oil, you forget to put oil in it, you're going to blow the engine. And
Right.
our bodies, we can't get replacement parts as quick and as easy. We can't be like, you know what? I need a liver. Let me put myself on the list, like,
Right.
and get a part. So it's important that we take better care of ourselves than our cars.
Especially medical professional. I mean, during COVID, I was very, very lucky to work. I worked, and I had nurses right from the ER, and coming to me, and it was so rewarding because they were giving so many hours and everything else that I was able to massage them. And they would just be like, oh my God, thank God thank God for you. Thank God for you. And I was really lucky because a lot of people did get shut down, but
Well, I was lucky I didn't, because I was doing all virtual confidential visits like this. So my
Right.
patients loved that they didn't have to commute an hour each way, wait an hour in an infectious, contagious waiting room.
Yeah.
And I keep them less than a minute in a wait room on a virtual like this. And
Yeah.
it's private
You
confidential.
can't massage virtually,
But-
or can you?
But I was I don't know. I was so busy during the height of this pandemic. I got to the point, Rachel, true confession, I was too tired to breathe. I'm like, that's when I
Yeah.
had to stop and back off of it, because I was getting bombarded 24/7 with, people were texting me lab results and EKGs and blood cultures, and the ERs, and even the hospitals that I didn't have privileges with, the doctors and the nurses were reaching out to me, which I feel blessed that's like, wow, that's cool, And I got to say, I helped so many people virtually, but I didn't put my health first. I couldn't, no.
Right.
And then we touched on autoimmune too. And I want to bring up that topic because that is near and dear to my heart. And one of the viewers that I saw on, I helped tremendously. And I feel like this, and I do, people are telling me, oh my God, you got to share your story. You got to share your story. You got to share your story. So if you guys are out there and you're exhausted out of proportion to how much you're sleeping, or you're aching more than you should be in places you shouldn't be, you're like, hey, you know what? I'm not a carpenter on my knees, but my knees are killing me. Or my left elbow is killing me all the time and I'm not overusing it in typing or plumbing. If you have symptoms that are out of proportion and you've been going to the doctors and the doctors are blowing you off, because I had this situation and a lot of my patients do. So if you're tired and now you're trying to sleep more and you're still exhausted out of proportion, or you're achy and it's not making sense to you, you're having weird rashes, or you're losing your hair and your doc's like, oh, it's just menopause, or it's just your hormones, or it's just stress, or maybe it's the coloring or the perm in your hair, or you're having weird rashes and all of a sudden you're getting diagnosed with eczema or psoriasis in your 40s or 50s, there's something else going on. My thing is this: if your healthcare provider cannot get you healthy, you need to consider firing that person. I am available. I do virtual video visits like this, private, confidential, in every state, well, most states, a lot of countries. Reach out to me. I have an upcoming class. Get healthy and happy with your autoimmune disorder. They are, see, when you go to the doc, they just give you a script. The difference is this, and I didn't introduce myself in the beginning correctly. Basically, I get people better when the doctors don't or can't, okay? Because I listen to your symptoms, I attack the root cause. The traditional docs just give you drugs, synthetic prescriptions that often have carcinogens in them to treat a symptom. When you only treat a symptom, you go to the doc, you get a headache. Here's a pain pill for your headache. It's not getting to the root cause. When I fuse multiple modalities together, I get synergistic effects, better results, happier clients. I've used traditional old school and new school, right? Most people, most providers are just traditional meds, or they're so old school, they don't believe in meds or tests. I do what's best for you. So I use holistic, body, mind, spirit, cellular level. I use naturopathic when I can, which is more natural occurring plant-based substances when possible, but I can do integrative medicine, fuse in prescriptions if needed, or your chemotherapy, or use this in conjunction with. And I do what's now called functional medicine, but I honestly don't like that term because
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I like that because so over the years, with Eastern philosophy, Oriental medicine and stuff like that, it was like they were dating. Eastern was dating Western.
Yes, no,
But
I do.
now we're seeing like they're kind of like they're married. They're married now. They're going to that.
They need to be. Yes, that's very important because traditional docs just give you a script, and a lot of alternative docs just give you herbs. And sometimes you need one, sometimes you need the other, and sometimes you need both.
You need both.
Well, that's where I will give you what's best for you. I'm not just scripts and I'm not just naturopathy, but I use what they call now, it's called functional medicine. But my grandma taught me this in the 70s when she raised me. That's well before there ever was a school of functional medicine. Functional medicine to me is kind of an oxymoron because functional medicine means to attack the root cause. But usually when I attack the root cause, you don't need the medicine because the medicine is usually just treating the symptoms. Now, when I attack the root cause, your problem stops from getting worse and it usually reverses it. And now when it's reversed, your symptoms go away. Without your symptoms, you don't need the medications for the symptoms that aren't there. And then without the medications, you don't have dependencies, side effects, interactions, lethal overdoses. What a concept. Why don't we do this sooner? So, thank you for letting me ramble on that. I just think we needed to get that out there because autoimmune, especially after being in the industry for over 30 years, I see a lot of patients that went to the specialist, the rheumatologist. He sticks you on a med to weaken your immune system, which is really the worst thing to do because now those patients are sick more often. They're sick longer. Now, the last thing you want to do with a woman is give her a medication that's going to make her fatter, right? And that's what they do.
My God.
Yes, they make you fatter.
As a trainer, I hear that also as well. The number one thing is, well, I'm on medication now and I'm gaining all this weight.
Yes.
Why are you on all this medication? Who told you to be on all this medication?
And yes.
Oh, I have anxiety and I have other issues and I'm going through menopause, and I try and tell people, so I'm a carnivore. I think I'm about a year in now. It's fantastic. And, it's changed a lot of different things in my life.
Caveman did it and they were okay. All right.
Which is great. What?
Caveman, they did it and they were fine.
Exactly. And there's so much research out there for another day, but I don't eat sugar anymore. So
that's important.
You cannot understand what happens to your body when you eat all this sugar. You have so much inflammation. And unfortunately, you can't trust the food anymore. You don't know what's in it. So for all these inflammatory different foods, processed foods, things you don't know what's in the food, it's so bad for you. And it's really hard to say, oh, well, you can't have potato chips anymore, or you really shouldn't be eating, other things. So they say, if a caveman was alive during this time and they went into the grocery store, they'd only know how to shop
the outside. That's what I say.
They do not exactly. They don't know
dairy, meat,
Chips Ahoy cookies, and you look like they say, oh well, Cheerios is heart healthy. Did you ever read a box of Cheerios?
No, it's not. That's such a marketing ploy. There's so many marketing ploys out there. It's really insane. Bad. And I'm glad you said the sugar thing because I know people that are vegetarian thinking it's healthy, or maybe they
Oh
do it
my
for animal
God,
rights.
don't even
But
get me
no,
started.
because then they eat cake, like gluten-free, whatever. So just because they're vegetarian doesn't mean they're necessarily healthier when they're pouring in the sugar and the chips and the potato
Right.
chips and the fried chips. So that's awesome. And I do want to wrap it up soon, because I know
Oh, right.
sometimes in the US we have the attention span of a gnat.
I
And I do
know.
want to tell them about upcoming events. And again, if you know Rachel, reach out to her, reach out to her website.
Please, yes, definitely.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shayna Melissa. Go to her website. We have some upcoming things. Oh, any last words you'd like to say?
I'm just so glad this is, one of it's my second interview that I have done. So this was so
Oh,
great
awesome.
because this was more focused on you and I talking back and forth about self-care, a little bit about massage, and it was really a lot of fun. And I just want people to know, if you are on Long Island, reach
Yes.
out to me, because I'm like one of those people that you could text me and say, hey, should I be eating this? And I'll say no, but I have alternatives. I have a lot of different alternatives. So before I was carnivore, I guess I was more paleo. And I've always loved taking on challenges to help people reach their goal weight with either a consultation, telling you a workout, preparing it for you, and then you going to the gym, and just being a coach to, help you succeed and live your best life. Massage does the body good, but Rachel does the body good better.
Yes, and I love that you care. So again, her website is Massage Fitness Works and More, and spelled out A&D, correct?
Yes.
Massage Fitness Works and More.com. And she's in Ronkonkoma, and we're going to have other things. And we're also coming up. I usually try not to date stamp this, but Wednesday, June 14th, I think, is our live in person, I think it's at 7:00 Eastern time, live event. If you'd like to get a massage before then, before the 7:00 talk starts, we're gonna serve some nice healthy energy drinks, maybe a mimosa, I don't know, some nice so maybe some mimosas, some smart healthy energy drinks, some light food, light bites, and we're gonna have a talk, and we're gonna get into, man, are you tired, are you achy, why, what can we do about it, what is this biohacking, and I might have an autoimmune problem. What should I do?
Very
So
exciting.
don't miss it. We're going to have light bites, healthy drinks there. You can get your massage beforehand. You can reach out to me, Rachel or myself, or go to her website, Massage Fitness Works and More, and reserve your seats now at a early bird price, because only those that prepay their seat is going to be reserved, because it's limited space. The seats are definitely going to sell out, especially at the price we're charging. Should we tell them the early bird price? No. Well, girl, for like less than you'd spend on an average copay, put it that way.
Of course.
We'll just keep it like that. And I do want to say, click that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, definitely give it a thumbs up so it'll appear on your newsfeed again. If you'd like to find out about upcoming events, exclusive invites like this, special savings, and a free gift that I have for them, they can go to shaynamelissa.com, SHAYNAMELISSA.com. You'll get a pop-up. Submit your email on the newsletter to receive the newsletter. I don't share them with anybody. You can opt out at any time. You'll get infrequent newsletters about exclusive invites, special savings. You'll get the link to reserve your limited seat for our event. Mark your calendar for June 14th. Next Wednesday on the Shayna Show, we have another very special guest. I have a fellow nurse that left nursing and became an attorney. So why nursing? Why get out? And maybe you have some legality questions that you'd like to ask the nurse. Give me one quick moment. I'm going to see if we have any other questions that we haven't addressed. I tried to address them while we were live without even mentioning the questions. What else can I say? Let me see.
I also have Instagram, so I'm new to this.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So at Massage Fitness Works and More is my Instagram. Love to have new followers, and I'm going to put up content all the time just to inform you about massage, what's going on here at Massage Fitness Works. And just follow and subscribe to, I don't even know. I got lost. I'm like, I don't even know anymore. I'm just thinking, Yeah, just follow. It's new to me. The whole Instagram is very new to me. So
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more into it. And Dale, you're welcome. Dale, thanks us both. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Chef Leroy. I know you're watching too. So we went over mark your calendars next Wednesday, same time, same place for the Shayna show with another special guest. Mark your calendar for Wednesday, June 14th to come with us live, maybe get a massage beforehand, maybe even acupuncture massage before the 7 o'clock talk starts. Then get our healthy drinks way there, some light bites, hear what I have to say about why you're tired, achy, how to biohack, and autoimmune disorders, hot topic. All are welcome, even people that aren't clients of hers or mine as of yet.
of course.
What else? Oh, for those with autoimmune disorders, I also have online classes, courses, and workshops. There's so much, you might as well just get the newsletter and it'll keep up. The online classes, courses, and workshops, in addition to the live ones, there's going to be one launching, it's already done, Mastering Your Mindset, which is all about you are worthy, you are deserving, what action steps can you do to improve upon yourself, to put your own health and happiness first. And there's going to be another online class, course, and workshop about autoimmune, where I take them through A through Z. What are the symptoms? What tests you should get? What are the diagnosis? What are your food triggers? What other triggers are there? I don't just say, don't eat this, don't eat that. I say, whoa, instead of this, do this. So I give them A through Z, everything I've been through, that they're short little modules they watch on demand. Their kids asleep at 9 o'clock at night, they pop in a little module. And I think that's it. So basically, I think we both treat our clients like the rock stars, even if they're not. And it was cool. I got to say, I have some celebrity clients that I keep private and confidential because, that's how I am unless they give me permission. But I know when I was at your beautiful facility that I saw Paul McCartney had signed your massage table, so I guess I can give you that shout out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I have a lot of different signatures over the years for my table, and that was like one of the things, because some of them would be, would you want a picture? And I was, oh, maybe sign my table. So that was really cool. And if I could just say one thing, so my favorite person that I massaged, because I used to watch General Hospital when I was younger, was Rick Springfield. He was absolutely amazing, and my massage was amazing. But if they signed my table, I could tell you who they were. And if you're just in the area, just stop in and say hi. That would be great too.
Exactly. Yeah, and you're right near the airport, so you know what they can.
4155 Veterans Highway, Ronkonkoma 11779, Suite 5.
It's across from that Fire Cold Pizza or something.
Oh, we're plugging them, and Starbucks too. Yeah, right.
I think that's a good landmark, though.
Yes, and the airport.
Yeah, so you can fly in to see her, get your massage, your acupuncture, catch my live event, have a mimosa, a healthy, energizing drink, learn all about what you could do with your autoimmune disorder without those meds that are going to make you fat. Because don't forget, when you gain weight from those meds, then that raises your sugars, raises your blood pressure. And I have clients that are on meds for before they come to me, they're given meds for the side effects to cover up the other meds. Because now their sugar's higher, they need a med for diabetes, their blood pressure's higher.
You're just giving Band-Aids. That's all it is. It's just a Band-Aid to cover it up.
Yes, and I can honestly say I welcome the train wrecks. The doctor's like, no, I stopped taking new clients, right? But no, train wreck, the doctor can't figure it out. I have 100% success rate in helping people. So
that's awesome. I can't wait for you to come here.
Yeah, so
I really picked some really great people for you to meet.
Thank you.
And
bring it on.
I've helped them over time, and I'm sure you can take them to the next level. And I just want to thank you again for having me on your show.
You're welcome. I love the autoimmunes. I love those that had the ones that I can help the most, that I think modern medicine can't so much, is the autoimmunes, definitely. Cancers can't do enough with just chemo alone, especially the reactions they get from the chemo. I know I can help them with that.
Unbelievable.
Also, those that had the infection or the protection and are getting,
I didn't want to get there,
autoimmune disorders since then, it's not more than a coincidence. It's a lot more than a coincidence. And especially if you're getting heart problems since you had the protection or the infection. But I can tell you this, I love doing my live talks because it's unfiltered, uncensored. I give the raw deal truth.
Yeah, I like that.
That's why the live talks are the best, man.
We are seeing a lot of repercussions from that,
Mhm.
you know, anything to help is really
Yeah, a lot more autoimmunes. We're gonna see a lot more malignancies, a lot more cancers. We're seeing a lot more strokes, heart
inflammation,
attacks.
just unbelievable amount of inflammation. People
Yeah,
going, I was great about a year ago, and now I have aches and pains all the time. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose,
I've seen the
but
firsthand. Mm,
I just say, you know,
I've seen people that had a normal nuclear stress test the year before until they got this and then needed like a quadruple bypass. Come on, explain that one to
you
me.
know,
Or
I
I know a Sonotech that she's never seen more unborn fetuses on Sonos since this. And and I story after story, but anyway,
yeah,
it's only so much
that's
we
for
can
another
say
time.
here.
That's for another
That's
time.
for the
We
live.
can
So
go on all day with that one.
yes, I want to encourage you guys to number one is subscribe to the YouTube, Shayna Melissa. Go to the website, shaynamelissa.com, get the newsletter so you can get our invite for the link to reserve your seat now for June 14th before they sell out. And then you can cheers with us with a mimosa, a healthy, energizing drink, some light bites, hear the real uncensored truth. Oh, Kaz, thank you very much. Constantino is a fellow author in my first book that reached #1 international, Overcoming Life Obstacles. He's on right now. He's dropping some hearts and love, and I can't see all of his comments. So I want to thank you for all the viewers. We don't want to keep you any longer. Oh, I got a homework assignment for them. Other than just going to my website and getting the newsletter, this is a cool exercise I do. I want everyone right now to think their bestie friend. How much would they spend for them on a holiday? If it's birthday, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever it is, how much money would you spend on your bestie friend for a holiday? And how much time would you spend on them for that holiday? We don't need, well, you could drop your answer here if you'd like. How much money would you spend on your bestie friend? How much time? And then I double dog dare you to spend that same, as long as it's legal and ethical, spend that same amount of money on yourself. Because you know what, your bestie friend, they might, fall in love and move away. They might pass away. You should be your own best friend for life. You need to treat yourself as your own bestie friend because you are worthy, you are deserving. So I double dog dare you, as long as it's legal and ethical, spend that same amount of time and money on yourself. And even though you might not be able to do it tonight, put it in your calendar tonight. Think about the amount of money, the amount of time, what you're going to do that's going to make you happy, put a smile on your face, and write it in your calendar, even if it's for next week or 2 weeks from now. But it's got to be in the calendar. And then I'd love to hear the feedback of what you did.
Very cool.
Awesome. Anything else? We're good?
No, that's good. And actually, I was just thinking of something else. If someone's in another state, feel free to get in touch with me too, because I have a very large network that could possibly take care of you elsewhere,
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
I
Yes.
do. I just thought of that. I do have a large network that I could reach out to. It won't be me, but it's people that I know
Yes.
from all over, from doing the concerts and things like that for
That's
massage.
awesome. And yeah, and like when I do virtual visits, I don't do them in every state, but most states and most countries, which is really cool. And I think that, years ago, I used to fly to go see a specialist, now they don't have to do that. They just get on a virtual like this and a little video visit and they're done.
That's
So
great.
that's awesome. So I again encourage you to reach out to her at massagefitnessworksandmore.com
Yep.
or shaynamelissa.com. I hope to see you back here next Wednesday, same time, same place for a special episode. Mark your calendars for June 14th and subscribe to my newsletter at shaynamelissa.com. Be well, biohack, hello, and follow both of us for more. Follow her on Instagram at Massage and Fitness Works and More, correct?
Yeah.
And Shayna Melissa Stockman. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks again for coming.